So today we're putting clutches back in a Raptor 660. I just figured I'd make a video because I looked at a lot of videos and they really suck. So we'll just kind of go off of, you know how to take the case cover off, obviously. You don't have to take the engine mounts off because of that bolt back there. Just leave it in the cover and it comes out perfectly fine. But when you put it back together, just make sure you have that bolt. Otherwise, you'll be screwed. So I had to take this apart because of a torsion spring that broke. That shift lever kind of brings it back to center when you shift. Obviously, fixed that. So we're gonna place everything back on. So make sure everything lines up. And it doesn't always line up perfect the first time. You kind of got to spin it around a little bit. It'll let you know. So if it looks like that, it's not on. So just got to keep kind of work with it, and then it should look like that. Nice and flush. There's a spacer. Make sure that guy stays on. And then you put this guy up. You kind of got to line it up with the teeth and all that good junk. Good to go there. Now, pay attention to that notch. It's the only notch. Pay attention to it. You need to know that for later. Clutches. Not replacing them. They're fine. I had to take them apart. This and that. If you were replacing them, soak them overnight in oil. This and that. So there are two clutch plates that are smaller in width than the rest. I'll let you know where those go. So this is your normal sized one. This is your thinner, well, not thinner, smaller one. You notice the difference there? Okay, so let's get to this. It won't take us very long at all. So your big one goes in first. You got a steely that goes in next. It's hard to do this with one hand, but I'm going to do it anyways. So that goes in. Now, here comes your smaller clutch. This is one of two. There's a ring. Don't lose it, and it's not a ring. Just kidding. It's a spring. It should look like this. It looks warped. If it doesn't look warped, replace it. So that guy goes in, and the reason that's a small clutch is because that ring sits in behind that. So if you didn't put it together right, you would know, because this steel wouldn't sit in there flush against it. It would all be all lopsided. Next guy is one of your thick ones. That goes on like that. I keep saying thick. It's not thick, it's wider. Followed by steel. Followed by thick. And steel. Followed by not talking because I'm just putting on clutches that I already told you about. But we're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is the last large width one. And we will get this put on. Like that. And here is your last smaller in width clutch. It goes on very last. No questions asked there. It's very simple. So then that guy goes on. And then you have the last important piece. There's an arrow. Line that arrow up with that notch. Put it on. Bingo. There's just a few things that I didn't put on because I'm just doing this for clutch placement purposes. You'll have this in there. But now you know how the clutches go. And you can do this pretty fast. Probably would take you under an hour if you had all the right parts and didn't have to order anything and you soaked them the night before. After that, put it all back together and make sure this is nice and clean for your gasket to go on, and you should be good to go. Thanks, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, post them below.